take questions.
Prime Minister, Adam Bandt has distanced himself from the Australian flag. To what extent or otherwise do you think that's helpful for reconciliation and the advancement of a voice?
Well, I saw that yesterday, and I'm not a commentator. I'll leave others to make comment. But I'll make this point. I'm always very proud to stand in front of the Australian flag. And I think anyone who is a member of the Australian Parliament should do so as well. I was quite surprised by the comments that were made. Reconciliation is about bringing people together on the journey that we need to undertake. It's undermined if people look for division rather than look for unity. Marion Scrimgeour and a range of other people who I respect, Marcia Langton and others, have made strong comments, and I respect them. And I just say to Mr Bandt that he needs to think about the responses that have been made and reconsider his position and work to promote unity and work to promote reconciliation.
Having said that, you are a Republican. If we do, or when we do become a republic, would you be in favour of removing the Union Jack from the flag?
We're a long way from my priority. I've made very clear. My priority for constitutional change during this term is recognising the great privilege that we have of living in, sharing a continent with the oldest continuous civilisation on the planet. We need to recognise First Nations people in our Constitution. It's our birth certificate, if you like. And the truth is that Australia didn't begin in 1788. We should be proud of the fact that our continuous culture goes back at least 65,000 years. I want to recognise, to have a constitutionally enshrined voice to Parliament. That's not a third chamber. It's something that would, though, be in the annals of good manners. It's something that I learnt through the upbringing that I had from my mum and from the schools that I went to, through my Catholic background as well. They taught me that good manners is about giving everyone respect. And what the voice does is say that if an issue affects First Nations people, we should actually consult them. That's all it is. But it's been proven to be too hard to get it done. I want to get it done. That's my focus.
We could see the suspension of the East Coast energy market lifted as soon as tomorrow. Just in regards to the energy crisis we've seen this week, how many years do you anticipate it will be before we see enough renewables to prevent this sort of crisis again?
Well, we've had a decade of denial and delay. You can't fix that in 10 days. We've been in office for just 1 month and 1 day, to be precise. What we're seeing already when I've travelled is, when I was in Gladstone last week, Rio Tinto, Australia's largest energy user, they're looking at powering their 3 plants in Gladstone with solar and wind, with firming capacity from gas, making an enormous difference. They employ 4,500 people directly at those 3 plants. They employ tens of thousands of people indirectly as a result of that work. Potentially some of the aluminium frames that go into these houses will have come from there. The future is renewable.